Anin, Buju, Ozawajinka Quainin, Michelle Indigenakaz, Mangdo Dem, Nigachinendum Gibajaying Mumpi. I am honored to share this lesson with you from the 13 Moons of Anishinaabe Nutrition, a nutrition curriculum based on traditional Anishinaabe foods and shared with us by the White Earth Land Recovery Project. In the winter, February is also known as Mukwagizis, the bear moon. It is the time of year when the baby bears are being born in their warm winter dens. Mukwagizis is the 13th moon in the Anishinaabe calendar. During this moon, we are celebrating Mishkodisman, our sister bean. Mishkodisman is known as one of the three sisters. The Anishinaabe believe plants and animals have spirits to give them the power of speech and reasoning. Mishkodisman is a slender sister who wraps herself with thread-like vines to keep her tall sister Corn company when she was alone. There are many stories about the three sisters. Find someone in your community to share what they know about the three sisters and keep their story alive. The 13 Moons of Anishinaabe Nutrition teaches us that beans are considered to be tiny nutrient powerhouses. Along with being fiber-rich, they're good sources of cardiovascular boosting potassium, B vitamins, and folic acid. An excellent low-fat source of protein. They're cholesterol-free too. Beans contain necessary amino acids that, when combined with starch like corn, provides a complete protein. Traditionally, beans were used to provide a source of protein during the winter when game was scarce by deep snows and very cold temperatures. Today, they provide one of the most affordable forms of protein and fiber. Here is an easy way that you can grow your own tasty sprouts at home without any soil at all. All you'll need is a canning jar. Quart-sized jar works great for lots of sprouts. If you have something smaller, that's okay too. You'll also need a mesh sprouting lid or cheesecloth and a rubber band. Then, about 1 tablespoon of some kind of dried bean. You can use a mix of different ones or all the same. I've done this many times using different types of beans. I invite you to try using whatever type of bean you have in your house. First, you'll want to place the dried beans in a canning jar with enough water to cover all the beans. Cover the mesh lid or make a cloth lid with a cut piece of cheesecloth held on with a rubber band. Let that sit overnight in a warm place to soften the seed coat on the seed. Remember, a seed is like a napping child wearing a coat to stay warm and dry. Once a little water gets inside, it will awaken the seed from its sleep. Once it's awakened by the water, the seed begins to grow, similar to a child waking up and stretching its arms in a big yawn. With the mesh or cloth lid on, pour off the water. Then, pour clean tap water into the jar, but don't let it sit overnight. This time, pour it back off to rinse the seed. Then, place the jar on its side and add a slant in a bowl. This will drain excess water and keep the seeds from remaining too wet. Stored inside the seed are important items needed to become a plant, including the seed's first meal. Some people will cover the jar with a cloth to keep the seed warm and dark. I have done this without covering the jar and had good success. See what works best for you. The next important part is to rinse the seed with tap water every day. You can do it once in the morning and once in the evening. The seed is alive and actively feeding and releasing waste, just like a baby. Rinsing removes the waste and prevents rotting or spoiling from bacteria. Rinsing also refreshes the clean supply for healthy growth. Just like children, the seeds will sprout in their own time. Some sprout quicker than others. We call these newly sprouted seeds zogige. Allow them to sprout until some develop green leaves. Within a week, you'll have some early sprouts that you can eat, or continue to let them grow by planting them in soil. My family and I ate some of these sprouts in stir fry, and we put others on sandwiches, in salad, and even in our soups. We would like to thank everyone involved in making this video possible, and thank you all for joining us today. Miigwech!